Alright, so the last part, or the last thing we need before we can probably get this orchid is this gateway to Elfland, or whatever the hell it's called. Elven Gateway. And so I set up a platform over here, and I've got all the things. I've been collecting the things, killing enders. I'm not sure how many pearls we need. I think we've got 3 total here, because I think it's 4 for a pearl. And then I made mana diamonds, we got some mana steel, we got extra terra steel that I put together. I made some sparks, because we're going to need those and the other terra steel nuggets that we had left, plus some living wood. The only thing that I didn't bring over here is a crafting bench, so I don't have to run back and forth, so I steal that piece of wood there. And then we can take that, make us a quick crafting bench, because I'm pretty sure we need to build some things along the way here, so we're going to put that there. Alright, we're going to start with the gateway core, and I think that's just some terra steel nuggets and living wood. So like this, not like that. And then like this, that gives me gateway core. Okay, so now we have a gateway core. And then I think we need 3 pieces of glimmering living wood, which, let's see if I can remember what that is by actually typing it and not fighting with it. Glimmering living wood is glowstone dust and living wood. So I think I have some glowstone dust here because we've been back to the nether. And we're just going to go 3 of those. What's that? That was my gateway core. I never pulled that out. Okay, well, there you go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that gives us that. And then I think the rest of the gateway itself is just living wood. But we need to make some pylons to go in front of it to power it. And so to do that, we need 2 pools that the pylons go over, which I didn't bring the pools over here, did I? No. Okay, so I'll have to go make some pools real quick. Not a big deal. But we'll make the pylons here. And so if we do pylon like this, I think you got to start with the mana pylon and then we turn it into a natura. Yeah, see? So for the mana pylon, it's just a mana diamond, gold, and mana steel ingots. And I actually brought enough over here for 1. But we'll make a mana pylon real quick, which is that. Oh, we need a diamond too. Okay. So we go like that. And then I think it was gold on top and mana on that. Alright, so there's that one. And I'll need to run and get some more stuff so we can make the second one. And I'll grab some more mana pools while I'm there. So I'll be right back. Alright, back over here now. Let's make another pylon. I think it was you, you, and you. So there's our second pylon. And then those need to become the other version of the pylon itself, which is not the Gaia pylon, but the Natura pylon. And then that's that, plus an Eye of Ender and 2 Terra Steel nuggets. So, and of course, I didn't bring blaze rods over here. Son of a gun. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so now we got blaze rods, which we can turn into blaze powder. And then we can take these 2 ender pearls. We can mix these 2 ender pearls with blaze powder. We should get 2 Eye of Ender. And then we can take this. Wait, what's the recipe? Terra Steel, that. Okay. We get another Terra Steel out real quick so we can do the Terra Steel nuggets out of him. And then we go you with the Eye of Ender. And was it Terra Steel like this? Yes. Okay. So let me 2, 2, 2. I don't think these stack. Well, they do. Okay, good. Bam. Now we got Natura pylons. Alright, now the way we build this is I think we start with the gateway core. Let's get some living wood. Let's get our glimmering living wood. And I think we're going to put our core, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our core. And then we do regular on either side of him. Right? And then I think we're going to go up like this here. But I'm going to take these back out. So I want it to be look like it looks in the picture. I'm looking at the FTB Gamepedia for it. And then this goes here, and then you put a glimmering wood here, and a glimmering wood here, and then you surround it with living wood, and then go like that. We're going to take that one out. That goes there. Let's pick this one back up. That one too. Get rid of this corner guy here. And come here. Did we get it back? I guess it doesn't matter. We can always make more. Surprised that my magnetic is not pulling it. There we go. Okay, so glimmering wood there. And that there. That's what the portal's going to look like. It's kind of it's a square portal, as far as I can tell. Which is okay, because we're not actually going to go through this portal. And then we have to put the 2 nature pylons with mana pools, and they must be in an 11 by 11 area centered on the gateway core. Okay, well, let's see. That means that we need 1, 2, 3 out, and then these go along this line. So 1, 2, 3 out. So like right there, I think is where this needs to be. So we go like there and there. Let me make sure that looks right. I think it is. I think that is correct. And then we take these pylons, and we're going to stack these pylons on top of these guys. No, not like that. How about... Come here, you. Try that again. How do we get... I need you right there. Glimmering wood, or living wood, help me out. Help me place this pylon. There we go. Like that. I like the animations and the way everything looks in this pack, honestly. I think it's pretty cool. Where like when everything's working, you can see all everything happening. It's pretty nice. In this mod, I should say. It's not a pack, it's a mod. Specifically. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to pick these up real quick. Get all that back. And then I think what we'll do is we'll add the sparks to the pools. I think. So the spark is now inside there. The spark is now inside there. How then do I get mana into the thing? Maybe not. Let's try this real quick. I'm gonna pick this back up. And then I think you shift right click the spark and it flies out. Shift right click the spark. Get my spark back, please. There it is. Thank you. Alright, let's try putting this back in. Like that. And then let's try putting this back in like that. Did it again. Swing back around again. So, how do we supply these pools? That's what I want to know. Like, how would I get... Right now, we're supplying the pools this way. These are how the pools are getting filled. But I'm trying to think of how we would get from this. Maybe we definitely need a spreader from these to the pools themselves. I'm not sure. Let me look some stuff up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've read that it's easiest to put the spark on the pool before you do the pylon. just to make sure that the pool is getting what it needs. So then we can go like that. Then we can put this one in over here real quick. Now what this will do is the sparks basically work this way from what I understand. Anytime something that has a spark needs mana for something, it basically pulls that mana from anywhere else that there's a spark and there's mana available. So basically all of these pools, which are these 4 pools and the one in the center actually, are all being filled by the mana spreaders from the flowers, right? But having a spark on here means that what'll happen is when I go to fire this up, if it needs it, it should pull all of the mana it needs out of that pool, that pool, that pool, the one in the middle. All of those pools will supply these with mana. We'll see if this works or not. So basically, once it's all set up, you just right-click on this with the wand. Bam. And we should have, and it shut down. Well. Oh no, it's still there. Is it still there? I can't tell. No, I think it shut down. I think it shut down, so I think it still needs some mana in these pools in order for it to stay alive. So these are going to need mana fed to them, otherwise they're not going to stay alive. Okay. Well, crap. What we can do then is we can put mana spreaders from this guy and that guy to these pools to start, like, spreading the mana around. And then that way it'll use the spark to get what it needs to fire the pool off, but then it'll keep it full. We'll keep mana in there from these other guys. So let me go grab some mana spreaders. Let me craft those up real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright, we got 2 mana spreaders. I'm going to attempt, I'm going to hold shift, and place them on the side of this pool. Like that. And then the same thing over here on the side of this pool. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to... Let's make sure we're in bind mode. Function, bind. We're going to right click on this guy. We're going to left click there. What the heck is going on? No, you need to go... Is it shift right click? Shift right click. And then shift right click there. And now he should be filling that pool. Shift right click there. Shift right click there. He should be filling that pool. So he'll start draining out of this pool, I think, to fill those pools there. Let's just give that a minute. I want to see a little bit of blue in each of these to see how long it stays up. Because I don't know how much mana it's going to take to keep this portal rolling. So I'm going to give this just a few minutes to see this distribute mana around, and then I'll bring you guys back. So hang tight. Alright, just give it a few minutes. We can now see the tiniest bit of blue in each of these. So let's try and fire this up and see if it stays lit this time. Shabao. Will you stay lit? Nope. And it... I'm not sure how much mana we need in here then. Alright, well, let me give it a few, and we'll come back after this is filled. So give me a few minutes. Alright, so while we wait on those pools to fill up, I've been cooking some bricks because I want to do an upgrade or work on something specific for fixing up my my mana thing there, because one of the problems that I have is that you keep getting sticks and leaves through those hoppers, those tree hoppers, and those I think the sticks will burn, but I don't think the leaves will burn. And if they do, they're not for enough mana. So when I was playing with the rock machine, I was playing with different hoppers, and I made one of these. And it's just basically a hopper that you can add a filter to it, and it'll only allow that through it. So what I want to do is I want to put one of these on top of the other hoppers, right? Or replace this with the other hopper, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe on top of. And then you put the tree farm on top of that, and then we can set this to log, and that way only logs come through the tree farm. To make these, though, you just need 4 bricks, some redstone, and some glass. And so, let me get some redstone real quick. So we got that. And then we will make... How many can we make? We can make 4 right now. 5. We got 5 total. I think we need 8. So I'm going to keep cooking some clay until I get some more bricks, and then when I get 8, we'll go back out there and I'll show you how we fix this up. So hang tight. Alright, so these are all made up, and I'm just going to do one here, show you guys, and I'll do the rest offline. But basically what we're going to do is we're just going to pop this hopping bonsai tree out. Like that. Take that. Let's get off that magnetic. We're going to take this guy, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy on top like this. And that way this hopper is still affected by that. And we're going to put that as the thing that can go through, basically. And then we take this back, put him back on top, like that. Put my dirt back, like that. And we put the oak sapling back, like that. And then what this should do then is it should only allow logs to go through this part here and get into this hopper here. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. There one went through. And so we shouldn't get any more of these leaves or these sticks through this. So this should just basically be logs only. And then it should cook just fine. Now later on there might even be a way for us to make this even better. Like where we could set up a way for these to feed into a system to make into charcoal. Because I think charcoal cooks longer, doesn't it? Let's see. Charcoal. So a block of charcoal. How long do you cook for? I don't know. This might be better than the regular wood. We'll have to run some experiments on that. But for now, I'm just going to go through and replace all of these with this and get that set up, and then I'll bring you guys back after. Got tired of waiting, so I grabbed my mana tablet, and I'm using it to transfer mana from the back 2 pools to these pools. Not from these, but from those back ones. So this will be a little quicker here. You can see the pool starting to fill up now. I'll get them full, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so these pools are full. A little help from my mana tablet and those back 2 pools. I dumped whatever else was in this tablet back into that pool over there. Let's give this one more attempt, shall we? And boom. Form the core. Do it. Bam. Alright. We now have a portal to Elfham, it looks like. Very nice. Now, why do we do this? You can't actually go through this portal. That's something to be aware of. You can go in and try, but it's not going to let you in. See? Nothing happens. Other than it gives you x-ray vision. You can see through the ocean, apparently. But the thing is that you throw things into the portal and you get things back. And so we need to throw this mana pearl in it, for example. And you get back pixie dust. And so there's things that we're going to need going forward in the pack. Other Botania things that we will have to send through here. So if we look at Botania, there'll be things like, not living rock, there's the next level of rock. What is it called? Dreamwood. Or that's the next level of wood. Dreamwood, and I think there's Dreamstone, maybe. There's different things that we'll need, and this portal will be how we get them. Now, it should just sit here, charged, because I think it's 200,000 to have fired it up, and then it's like 500 mana every time we throw something into it. So we should be fine. This should stay open. These will fill back up. I've got my server set now, using force load commands to keep pretty much all of this area here loaded all the time, since the chicken chunk loader doesn't work, and there's no other option that I could see. So even when I'm not playing, this fills up. This will stay full, and so we'll be good to go there. But now let's go take our pixie dust, and we're going to do the final part of why we started down this path to begin with. And so I'll bring you back in just a sec. Alright, we need one more thing, and that was, for this, the redstone root. So we just need some grass and redstone. And so I should have a pair of shears here somewhere, right there. Let's go grab some grass real quick. And bam. Alright. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Make us a redstone root by taking that grass. A piece of redstone. We got redstone root. We're gonna need red petals. We're gonna need green petals. We're gonna need yellow petals. And we're gonna need gray petals. Okay. And then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna probably need a seed too, because you always need a seed when you make a flower. And we're going to grab, I don't know, whatever kind of seed. Give me something normal, just in case. Give me a, I'll take a turnip seed. I think that should be okay. Alright, and then we are going to come here. I think we need a bucket of water in there too, don't we? Usually. Where's my bucket? Bucket. You guys see any buckets anywhere? There's a bucket. Got water in it already. Alright, and we're going to throw that back up in there real quick. And we're going to throw the water into the thing. Alright, and then we're going to take our gray, our yellow, our red, our green, our root, and our pixie dust. And then we need these 2 runes as well. And so I think we can just do... Let's look at what we need real quick. It's 2 gray, 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 red. The root, the pixie dust, and those runes. Okay, so 2 gray. Q. Are they in there? They're in there. Okay. 2 gray, 1 yellow, 1 red, 1 green, 1 root, 1 pixie dust. And then these 2 runes here. I wonder if this is going to consume the runes. You and you. Everything's ready to go. And we hit it with a seed. Let's go with a turnip seed. And bam. We now have an orchid. What's that advancement? Make a functional flower in the petal apothecary. Well, we did that. So now we have us an orchid, finally, after all this work. Now, I'm not even sure how the orchid works, honestly, but I think we can take our book. Let's take our book. In fact, we do need to take our book, because there's one other thing you can do with this book that I read about, and that's with the Elven portal, and that is you throw your book in there, and it's going to add Elven knowledge to your Lexica Botanica. And so, basically, you throw it in, they're going to be like, alright, here, we'll write everything we know down for you. So let's take our book real quick, and pew, and bam. Now we have new chapters unlocked in the Lexica Botanica. So that's awesome. It's got the golden list on it. Look at this. Entry index. There's all kinds of stuff for us to look at. So I'm probably going to read some of this offline before I try to do any of that. But let's play with the, let's look at the orchid real quick. Generating flora. Looks like there's other things we can mess with, so I'm going to look at that before. But we want a functional flora. And that would be the orchid. Where is it? I don't see it in there. It's over here, maybe? Yeah, there he is. Orchid Ignimia. It's a great flower, the ability to create raw ores from mana and stone. Can be a great boon to any sedentary botanist's life. However, it can't create ores of a more nethery variety. Getting that sorted out is easy. Switching around a few petals will yield an Orchid Ignimia, which will create nether ores and netherrack instead. The flower must be in the nether dimension to work. Okay, so that's... I'm not worried about that. So, I don't know how it works. But let's play with it. Let's go over here. And it sounds like it needs mana. So we'll have to figure out how we deal with that. But I want to get a... Let me get like 2 stacks of stone up in here real quick. There's 3. And let's just see if we can figure out how this guy works. So let's put the orchid down right here. Okay. And now let's put stone around him. What just happened? What the heck is happening? Oh, hey. That thing's noisy. I see. I wonder how far out it goes. I wonder how much mana it's using. We'll just let it see what it's doing. It's turning all of these into ores. Interesting. Okay, so let me pick that up real quick because I don't want it to transform my base into ores. I'll figure out the best way for us to do this. Let's see, what do we get? We got some bauxite. There's some lead, some coal, some iron, more bauxite. Okay, cool. Cool. I have to be careful of what it's doing to the thing over here, so I think we need to change this out. So let me do some changing out around here, and I think what we'll do is we will fix this up real quick.